Talent hits a target no one else can hit, genius hits a target no one else can see. Mostly it is loss which teaches us about the worth of things. Every man takes the limits of his own field of vision for the limits of the world. It is difficult to find happiness within oneself, but it is impossible to find it anywhere else. The person who writes for fools is always sure of a large audience. One should use common words to say uncommon things. Compassion for animals is intimately associated with goodness of character, and it may be confidently asserted that he who is cruel to animals cannot be a good man. We forfeit 3/4 of ourselves in order to be like other people. A high degree of intellect tends to make a man unsocial. Religion is the masterpiece of the art of animal training, for it trains people as to how they shall think. Quote, "Great men are like eagles, and build their nest on some lofty solitude." So the problem is not so much to see what nobody has yet seen, as to think what nobody has yet thought, concerning that which everybody sees. Life swings like a pendulum, backward and forward between pain and boredom. No rose without a thorn, but many a thorn without a rose. Hope is the confusion of the desire for a thing with its probability. Quote, "We can regard our life as a uselessly disturbing episode in the blissful repose of nothingness. The safest way of not being very miserable is not to expect to be very happy. Every parting gives a foretaste of death, every reunion a hint of the resurrection. The shortness of life, so often lamented, may be the best thing about it. Wealth is like seawater, the more we drink, the thirstier we become, and the same is true of fame. Almost all of our sorrows spring out of our relations with other people. There is no more mistaken path to happiness than worldliness. If we were not all so interested in ourselves, life would be so uninteresting that none of us would be able to endure it. We seldom think of what we have, but always of what we lack. Ordinary people merely think how they shall spend their time. A man of talent tries to use it. Reading is thinking with someone else's head instead of one's own. He who writes carelessly confesses, thereby at the very outset, that he does not attach much importance to his own thoughts.